Yo, what's up lava mobs? The September Clash Royale update is just around the corner, a couple days away, and it's a big one. We've got a brand new troop evolution, a brand new spell card, and fresh balance changes shaking up the entire meta. Let's break it all down. First up, we got the new troop evolution, the baby dragon evolution. The baby dragon evolution comes with a new ability. The new ability is he creates this wind around him, this drag effect. The wind covers an 8x8 tiles rectangular radius around the baby dragon. What does it do? The wind increases ally movement speed by 50% and slows down enemies by 30%. Pretty overpowered if you ask me. So not only does he boost your ally troops, he slows down the enemy troops. So I think the best way to go about it would be to place the baby dragon alongside another troop. While the evil baby dragon's new ability does increase movement speed, it does not increase attack speed. With this new card in the meta, we can be seeing a big shakeup with a lot of decks. I can't wait to see what kind of creative strategies people put together with this new troop. Being able to slow down enemies and speed up your own troops. Imagine putting together the evil baby dragon with a hog rider. He's just gonna speed run to the tower and absolutely melt it before anyone could even catch on to the hog rider. Absolutely OP. For the next big addition in the September update for Clash Royale is the new spell. The Vine spell. It's only been 2 months and we're already getting another new card. Let's go, baby. The Vines will be an epic spell card costing 3 elixir with a very strong mechanic. Ironically, epic cards are already the most common rarity of cards in the game, and with this new addition it increases to 33 epic cards. The description of the card goes as follows. It entangles the 3 highest hit point troops or buildings in the area and stunning them while doing damage at the same time. If the troop is in the air, it'll bring them to the ground. Now I call that a cool, unique new card. I think with the return of so many new players, Supercell is going off with the new ideas. Bringing air troops to the ground, stunning and doing damage at the same time for only 3 elixir, this is nuts. The Vines is a spell with the power to immobilize targets similar to how the freeze spell kind of does it. It has a strong potential to be strong on offense and defense as well. You are able to stop attacking troops from getting to your tower, doing damage to them, and also giving you time to deal with them. On top, for offense, it'll give you the ability to disable defensive troops to enhance your pushes. Imagine the baby dragon evolution with the hog rider push and someone tries to counter it and you drop the vine spell on them, they'll be immobilized and taking damage and that hog rider is gonna go to town. We all know the game has to stay balanced, so they did give it a weakness. What is that weakness, you may ask? It has a very small, limited range. It has a radius of just 2.5 tiles, similar to the zap spell. This means it'll be harder to catch multiple troops like the freeze spell is able to do. So while it is a very smart mechanic in the sense that it takes up the highest health point enemies, and it's able to immobilize and do damage at the same time, but the thing is you will have to be very precise, and you will have to choose carefully which troops you want to immobilize as it has a very small range. So if the opposing troops are very spread out, you're gonna have to decide. But for situations that the troops are grouped up, you will be able to have the advantage of a lifetime. So it has a 2.5 radius, a 2.5 second duration, and does 405 damage, all for 3 elixir. So in my opinion, it's a very strong troop, but it does have the weakness of a small radius. But if you ask me, if it's paired with the right troops, it can be a strong spell ability. But I guess we'll have to see in September what people will be cooking up in the new update with the spell. September 1st is gonna be insane. I hope you guys are gonna be ready for it. Because for the next big thing in the update, we got patch notes balance changes. tons of it. Everything from Minions nerf, Empress nerf, Evil Furnace nerf, Cannoneer nerf, Dark Prince buff, Goblin buff, Little Prince buff. The Goblin curse surprisingly got reworked, and a little log bug fix. Let's go over it. Starting off, we got the Spirit Empress nerf. The Spirit Empress is going to be getting a 10% health reduction in the air. Pretty big nerf if you ask me. Her health points are going to be going down from 1,318 health points to 1,192 health points. So a little over 100 health point decrease. It's a pretty big hit if you ask me, so I don't know if we'll be seeing much more of Spirit Empress. While she is very strong still, that's a big nerf. Next up, we got the Minions nerf. Why they had to do the Minions like this? The Minions are getting a 9% decrease in hit speed. So they're going to be going from 1 hit per second down to 0.909 hits per second. While it may sound like a small change, in game it can have a big impact on how the Minions are going to perform. Minions rely heavy on attack speed and being able to get to the enemy and attack him really quick. So with a hit speed nerf, it can actually make a huge change to the impact that the Minions have. Moving on, this one's a sad one. They nerfed the Evo Furnace. Rest in peace, Evolved Furnace. The nerf consists of a negative 25% frequency for the hot spawns. So the hot spawns will be produced less frequently, going from 0.556 spawns per second down to 0.417 spawns per second. So before you would have to wait 1.8 seconds for a hot spawn, but now you have to wait 2.4 seconds for a hot spawn. An extra 0.6 seconds that you have to wait now. With a nerf like that, it may not sound like a lot, but it could have a big impact on how the Evil Furnace performs. The Evil Furnace relies on having these hot spawns keep coming in and in and in. So with this nerf having less frequent hot spawns, it can affect it very majorly. Next up, we got the Cannoneer nerf. The Cannoneer nerf is getting a negative 5% hit speed nerf. So many nerfs, where are all the buffs? So the hit speed is going to go down from 0.476 hits per second down to 0.455 hits per second. So that means you're going to have to wait 0.1 second longer for a hit. For a troop like the Cannoneer, it can stack up. If the Cannoneer is letting off 5 hits, that's an extra 0.5 seconds that it has as a delay added on. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think this nerf is going to switch things up a lot for the Cannoneer. Next up, we finally have a buff. The Dark Prince buff. It's about time he got a buff. The Dark Prince is going to be getting a 7% damage buff and a 7% charge damage buff. So technically those will both stack, so his charge is technically going to be doing 14% extra damage. So his base attack is going to go from 248 hit points to 266 hit points. And his charge damage is going to go from 496 hit points to 532 hit points of damage. So finally, we're going to have a Dark Prince that actually has an impact on the game. I've loved this character ever since it first came out, but it was just never that useful really. But now finally with this buff, we could be seeing the Dark Prince in a lot of upper decks. His viability has definitely gone up a lot, because not only does he do higher damage now, he has the splash damage. So every single one of those splash damages also is buffed. So let's say there's 3 troops around him, all 3 of those troops are going to be taking that extra 7% damage, and if he's charged up, that extra 14% damage. So his charge attack will be doing 36 more damage. That is an insane buff that he's getting. 36 more damage. He's definitely going to have a bigger impact. It seems like Dark Prince is finally turning things around and going to be useful. I'm happy for it. I've always liked the guy, so I'm happy to see this. So for our next balance change, this one is not a very big one. It is the Goblinstein buff. The Goblinstein is going to be getting a 4% monster health point increase. going from 2,304 hit points to 2,385 hit points. So he'll be getting an extra 81 hit points. Not a very big change, but against small troops that could have an extra advantage, can help him perform better in higher leagues. For our next one, we got another buff, and this one's quite a big one. It is the Little Prince buff. He'll be getting a 25% increase in his ability knockback and an 11% increase in his ability damage. We're definitely going to be seeing Little Prince being used a lot more now. So his ability knockback is going to go from 2 tiles to 2.5 tiles. So that'll be a 0.5 tile increase. And for his ability damage, it'll go from 230 hit points to 256 hit points. So that'll be a 26% increase in his hit point damage. So it's a pretty big buff if you ask me. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are gonna start using him. And for our next one, it's not a buff and nor is it a nerf. It is a rework, and this one is shocking. He might be one of the most used cards in the high level decks. It is the Goblin Curse rework. He's going to be getting a negative 100% damage multiplier decrease. So it's going to go from the plus 20% to a 0%. No more multiplier. But to balance it out so he doesn't get nerfed to the ground, they're giving him a 17% damage increase, going from 180 hit point damage to 210 hit point damage. So with the loss of the damage multiplier, we're going to be getting a damage buff for him. But we're not done yet. He's also going to be getting a tower damage buff, a 67% buff, going from 36 hit points of damage to 60 hit points of damage. So that'll be a 14 hit point increase in damage against the tower. Now honestly guys, this one is very shocking. I really never expected this. So his damage multiplier is completely nullified, but he's getting a damage buff and a tower damage buff. A huge tower damage buff, 67%. So let me know guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this change? Do you guys like this rework? Or do you like how it was before? Or did you think the before one was too OP? I don't really know. I'm kind of confused. I never really expected this myself. A whole rework? Removing the entire damage multiplier? But I can't lie, they didn't nerf him to the ground. I'm happy they at least gave him a damage buff and a tower damage buff. But let me know what you guys think. And lastly, for the balance changes, we got the log buff. While it's not really a buff, it's more of a bug fix. The log is going to be getting a 1% damage buff. Not a lot, I don't even know why they disclosed it, but okay. So it'll be going from 266 hit points of damage to 268. Not a huge change, but it was never expected to be, as it's just a bug fix. So with all these changes, what does it mean for the meta? Well, you have the baby dragon evolution with the new wind ability. You have the new vine spell that does damage and also immobilizes enemies. And you have the tons of balance changes that is gonna switch up the meta insanely. From the Goblin Cage rework, the Dark Prince buff, and huge nerfs to the minions and the Empress and the Cannoneer and even the Furnace. Surely the game has been shaken up a ton, and we'll definitely be seeing a bunch of new decks from the bottom of the league and even in the top of the league. So I'm interested in hearing, what do you guys think about all these changes and new additions? I'm definitely excited being able to see the Hog Rider get speed boosted by the evolution baby dragon, and having the vine be able to immobilize enemies so the Hog Rider can just go to town. There's definitely a lot of new mix-up that's going to be in the game. This September update is huge. A new evolution with a new spell and balance changes to shake up the ladder. I'll sure be testing everything during the update week. So if you don't want to miss gameplay and new meta decks, hit subscribe, join the Lava Mob squad, and Clash Royale just got spicy again. We're finally back. So smash that like button if you're excited. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it's been Soldier Boy. Peace.